shit, nigga. Real shit, nigga. Fuck with it. Yeah, right. I really love this shit. I swear. This that big dog status, yeah. Listen, look, I walk through the meanest city, the darkest streets. Weight on my shoulders, scars on my feet, cracking my jaws, raw in the room, pumping the closet. Mom at work, I'm at the store, 9 in my shirt. Give a fuck about a life sentence. My life running from the cops, skipping hot fences. I'm relentless, crime addicted, not pretended. Time I spent it, grind for ditches, dimes and pennies. But I done found my vision. Just when they say I wasn't going mouth to shit, and I'm good now, so I count my blessings. Little niggas in the hood freestyling, I'ma still stop for sessions. I ain't out here reppin', far from a rat, but I'm bout this cheddar. Far from a gold plaque, but I'm that destined. And I'ma bring it back like I scratch rappers. You don't know, you better ask questions. Yeah. I come from, I represent, I'ma bring it back, I'ma bring it back, yeah. I live for, I die for, I ride for. Look, I'm waiting till the rain turn to sunshine. Sometimes can't see what's really good, like I change and become blind. Bad little nigga was a pain in the lunch line. Fighting anybody, I don't care cause I'm from 9. Master key stolen Dodge was a dumb crime. Run past, pick the can up, still a bum dime. Man, I give a fuck about it one time. Killed one of my peeps, rest in peace, I ain't done crime. You know I'm reppin' where I'm from every freaking time. Downtown New Orleans, 6 walls, second line, 7 wall, all heads, 8 ball, animals, nightfall. Yeah, you know how we roll, I'ma bring it back to the hood like I just touched down. I'm down, but still I fuck around uptown. Strap on my belly animals and walk around this thing like I'm bust down. But that was back in the, now I happen to be rapping about shit that happened. I ain't rapping to be rapping. Came a long way from scrapping, a dabbing, a scrapping, a snapping, and clapping, a magnum, nigga, let's go. Yeah, I like this ride. I come from, I represent, I'ma bring it back, I'ma bring it back, yeah. Okay. I live for, I die for, I ride for, I'm niggas still, I'm the second best rapper alive, since the best rapper alive, since the best rapper retired. But I know in my mind I ain't better than time, and I know some of the best rappers never get signed. So I smoke the best rap just to get by. Cross my heart, hold my chest, lift my head to the sky. And I do this for my poor people, all people, my downtown niggas. I see you, yeah. I come from, I represent, I'ma bring it back, I'ma bring it back, yeah. I live for, I die for, I ride for, nigga I'm from, y'all already know. I come from, I represent, I'ma bring it back, I'ma bring it back, yeah. All my downtown niggas, stand the fuck up. I live for, I die for, I ride for, football, yeah.
Yo. In real life, we're in the building like we left something.
Yeah.
What it is, what it do. Close that door, because I'm hearing the echo from the TV out front.
What up, chat? What up?
What's jam, chat? What the business is? How y'all feeling on this free Friday? This is a free Friday right here, you heard me?
Sarinthia, Bennett, Miss D, Kylie Mile, yeah.
You did?
Big man. What's up, Chris T. Third Wild? One of the best lyricists in NOLA history. Raw D.I. Not the kid. The squad was spitting fire. That's a fact, Jack. Real life fact. Shout out to homie Raw D.I. What up, Jake Simple? What's going on?
Hope y'all got some questions ready.
The higher order.
The higher and the order. There you go. The higher the order, there you go. Yeah. How that shit go? Higher order.
How y'all day
Oh
going? How y'all
Lord.
day going? How y'all day going? Y'all let us know how y'all day going, how it went, how it's about to go. What up, Ben? That one time for the moderator and the boat.
Yeah, what's happening with you, bro? How your day been, bro?
Busy, moving.
Yeah.
Salute, how you order?
That
What
man
up,
gonna tell you what I
Grace?
was about to say. You know I was gonna tell you the same fucking thing.
Yeah, bro. Moving
Moving,
around.
bro.
Moving there, and I ain't moving a piece of furniture.
Yeah, bro. The merch department, bro, coming along kind of quick now, bro. I got 2 essays working with me.
Bro. Hit that like button. Y'all gotta hit that like button. Let people know we in here right now. That's what happened, bro. When y'all hit the like button and let everybody else know that we on, we live and popping.
Oh yeah. Hit that like button. What's up, big man?
Mr. Miyagi. What up, Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. Miyagi.
Miyagi knows karate.
Mr. Miyagi. I ain't playing with you. What's up, Mr. Miyagi? I ain't about to play with you.
That's one of my favorite movies and TV shows.
Karate Kid.
Hell yeah. I watched that shit on Netflix all as soon as it come out. The new season come out, I'm on it. I
Bro,
think
I'm,
it
just,
ended.
I'm gonna get on here and be serious, not gonna laugh. Shit, that never happened.
What y'all got popping on this Friday, man? How y'all day going? How it went? All that good stuff. Talk to us. We here to talk to y'all. Damn, I keep microphone. Come on,
You know, a
microphone.
lot of people don't like talking, bro. They probably ain't get paid. All their money probably the check probably was short.
What
You
did
know what I
what
mean?
did
Like,
the 20? Yeah, I think most people get paid. I think most people get paid next week. I don't know. Some people get paid every week. Cooling like a big dog, feet up, kick back. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's Friday. Why not? You dig?
I like to get paid every week, bro. I like to get my $900 every week, bro. I was satisfied and comfortable.
Yeah, big man, you gotta handle that, bro. Say, bro, I don't think people really realize what's going on in New Orleans and in the state as a whole. Like, we talk about New Orleans business, but we don't talk about real New Orleans business. So tonight we're gonna talk about some real New Orleans business in the barbershop with my boys getting fresh. That's what's happening.
I hope.
I miss them days. I don't. My barber come to my fucking house and I still don't be wanting to sit down and get a haircut.
Wait,
That's why I ain't got no haircut. It ain't that I don't want a haircut. I just don't feel like sitting down and get my haircut. I be ready to go to sleep. Then I don't want to do shit after that. If I sit down too long and I ain't doing nothing, I'm
over
going to
with.
sleep. Yeah, I'm ready to go to sleep now.
It's over with.
Mm-hmm. Cancel Christmas, Jack.
Well, it's a
Serentia,
beautiful morning.
Serentia, you got a lot of jokes I'm seeing.
Serenity becoming full throttle.
Yeah. What up, Cole Red?
Ah,
One of the
ring
other
it.
moderators that hit the building. I'm gonna address all your jokes when I get out here. I promise I am.
Lord. You gonna wait till you get out, bro?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Petty. I need time to. I gotta read them and go through them and see what's what. We got some new content went up today.
Yeah.
Yeah, dropped another one from Smiley. You
Oh, all right.
dig? Yeah, Smiley. Got another one from Smiley.
You know, people be saying that man Tyler be acting like he don't be knowing shit. I don't.
What's up, Miss Ann? Body yaddy yaddy yaddy.
Miss Ann was there, my baby.
Y'all should be proud of me today. I ain't drinking today.
Miss Ann in the building.
Yeah, Smiley, Smiley, Smiley. He got something to say, bro. We let him say it.
Was Smile
That's
Boy
all I
fly?
can say.
Smile Boy smiling?
Yeah, that's all I can say. We let them have it. Gulf of Clownfish. I don't know what that one.
I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm just
Shout out Gulf of Clownfish. I don't know where Ashley at.
You know where she at?
Sure would be nice if Ashley was here.
Don't worry about it. When she come cursing your ass out, you and everybody else. You know, wish you still where the fuck she was at.
Man, tell him again, Jay Temple. Smash that like button and wipe your feet off at the door. Don't come in here with no dirt tracking. Whoa, what up, Marley? What up, Marley?
Let's go ahead on and take y'all shoes off at the door. We don't play that in the crib.
What up, Marley?
We don't play that in the crib.
Oh, Lord.
Because we get it how we live there.
I should have took a nap. I ain't had time to take a nap.
I've been up since 5 in the morning, bro. I ain't even think about a nap.
Yes, sir. Let them know. Let them know.
You know what's going on. Put it on there. What's up, Ash?
What's on there?
Guys.
Book said he got a bone to pick with you. You can't late.
He ain't got no bone to pick with me. He need to pick the right studio next time.
Yeah.
Look like I caught on. We was in the studio. Well, y'all
Ash come in snap. Anything.
For the interview, yeah, you snapping, looking like a snap bean. For the interview, this was the link I sent to the person that we're interviewing. So I was in the right.
I didn't get that memo.
All you gotta do is go when you look at them, you're gonna see.
Well, we can talk about that later. I ain't got time for that. I was in the front studio. You should have texted me that link. I didn't get no link. Sorry.
If you go in there and you don't see me or him in there, you know good and damn well.
My camera was off and I was moving around.
Niggas.
Move, Rex. Move.
Jefferson Parish, but the only reason I haven't did it yet is because I was at one time so my house moved back to Jefferson Parish, but like the name was. So
hey guys.
Always vote. Yeah, bro. We gotta get our people to understand, bro. Like this political we gotta pay a whole lot more attention than we do. You dig? Because I don't think I know a lot of people in New Orleans really don't understand like the severity of the city and the city politics in New Orleans and how it affect the whole state. Because the city of New Orleans pretty much funds the whole state. If y'all don't know that.
Nigga, please.
Nigga, please shit. The city of New Orleans funds the whole state.
I was off camera, so you know I was talking to you. I was doing something.
What up, High Rise?
What you said?
The city of New Orleans funds damn near the whole state.
Nigga, please.
All right. Don't no city in the state of Louisiana bring in the revenue New Orleans bring in. Not one city.
I agree.
It's a fact.
Nigga, please.
Because that's where all the tourists and everybody go and they spend their money and that's where they have all their main big events at.
The fucking that hotel tax alone, that shit funds several cities.
Yeah. Well, a cheap place to reside. State Lafayette is the new upcoming state, the best. I'm gonna say upcoming city, the best city to stay in the state of Louisiana. So they say. Lafayette, quote fingers.
That's all it is. Snipe, that's all the fuck it is. Other than that, nigga, please.
They ain't changed the capital, Marley. Baton Rouge still the capital.
That's the capital.
Without New Orleans, Louisiana would be Arkansas or Mississippi. Yeah.
It would be absolutely right. It would definitely be Mississippi if they had to take the whole city of New Orleans away.
Turn this
hey,
shit
Shay.
Smiley been cool. Amelia was on fire. Amelia had good dog food. Rest in peace, shitty free slugger. Rest in peace, slugger, man. Yeah, Smiley trying to do his thing, bro. He came sat down what in real life doing. Wanted to clear the air on a few things that was out in the atmosphere that wasn't right. New Orleans never been the capital. What up, Dior? Dior.
Yeah, what up, Dior? Dior. Man, look, I'm about to give me some questions now.
Check your text. You got a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
What I was looking for?
Why she holler at me when I played on her. Nigga said, man, you remember that day? Yeah, I tried to shoot my shot.
Chris said he on Amelia and Magnolia right now. Holding it down. Baton Rouge wasn't the first capital. No, it wasn't. But it's been since fucking the 1800s or something.
Man, where my charge at?
It's been the capital for a long, long, long time. Why y'all, man, them lights so upside down? I ain't even tripping on it today, though. I understand.
Hit the like button.
We not on. I ain't even asking for it today. We on some.
I will put the capital. Yeah, just personal, bro.
Yeah, it was. It was the first capital, but that was 18. 18, I can't even remember 18 something. They took Louisiana history out of schools. That was stupid. Nobody don't know the history of Louisiana.
They did it on purpose because there's a lot of history. But if you go through New Orleans could be very educational. In certain spots, they have the statues with the readings on it to tell you who these people are, what year this was, and stuff like that. It's not just it can be educational if you want.
The whole state can. What up, Javier?
It can, but
Javier.
New Orleans.
Now I was talking about the capital thing. The capital been the 1800s.
But do you have any idea on, for the younger folks that may be in the chat, as to why they changed the capital from New Orleans to Baton Rouge? Was it because Baton Rouge is a bigger city, or because they put the state buildings there, or something like?
I ain't never go back and that far into it.
Oh, but never mind. I like the
Google is free. Y'all can look it up if y'all really interested in 1849 Baton Rouge. Yeah, that's a long, long time ago. Yeah, 1849 to 1949. That's 100 years. Then you drop another 51. That's 151. Then you drop another 25. That's 176 years ago. That's a long, long time. What up, Cheryl?
What up? Because you did a lot of, you did a lot of.
I what?
Well, you did mad, but it was like, some people can't do it like that. So let the people know you could.
Oh, good and math. That was the only class I went to that I really liked at school. I'm so.
I know you're serious. That's why I'm laughing, because I know you dead serious. If people pay attention, you say that all the time on here. So
I had two of the best math teachers in the state. Mr. Grady and Walker and Coach Charles S.A.No. I was done with math after that. And I forgot that.
I forgot my boy went to St. No. My boy, Purple Heart. Holiday Heart. You love Purple Heart.
No, ain't no Holiday Heart. I forgot that fucking geometry teacher. He was a priest. I ain't like geometry. I wasn't about to be no goddamn carpenter. I ain't want.
Easy for me.
Angles and all that. I didn't say it wasn't easy.
I was precise about my angles. I was loving it.
Man, I was precise.
I just didn't care about it enough. If it didn't interest me, I wasn't into it.
I mean, it comes with certain stuff. I mean, but a lot of that shit you really don't use besides the basics. I mean, unless you got a job where you have to use it.
Norm said Shea Bay was on the old school BS. His location, BR, was a neutral ground for the rest of the state. I can see that. Baton Rouge is kind of central. That's like Austin. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Why you ain't go to the Mac or come to Kennedy, bro? My grandma ain't want to let me. I was trying to go to John Mac. I was in the 8 ward and everybody was going John Mac or Kennedy. My grandma ain't want me to go there. My mom always wanted both of her boys to go to St. Aug, both of her girls go to St. Mary's. That shit ain't work out. My brother went straight to jail. I went to St. Aug and got myself put out. That nigga did. That nigga went from elementary to jail.
So what you got put out of St. Aug for?
Everything I wasn't supposed to do, I did. Fighting, cursing, telling teachers they dick ain't bigger than mine, cheating. Fuck. Oh, I did everything I wasn't supposed to do in that school. We had to have a certain belt. I go in there with my own belt. Couldn't wear certain socks. I wear whatever socks I want. D boy, you ain't shit, mother. What's up, Nikitra? Damn, Nikitra, I ain't even read your whole thing all the way out. Shut up, Boogie. God damn. You sound like bring your ass to the attendance office. Bring your ass to the attendance office. We is not having it today. Couldn't wear cell phone pocket. Dickies couldn't have braids, etc. Oh yeah, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't even no Dickies. You had to go get your pants from like this. I forgot the name. That they it's a uniform spot on. They used to have one spot you used to go to. Now they got like 2 of them. Yeah, that shit was. I wasn't for it. Mischievous red? Nah, I was just doing my shit all out in the open. I made sure they knew what I was doing. I ain't want to go there.
Straight like that, huh, bro?
Then I went to Walker and got put out for missing too many days. They let me make it to the end of the year. Then I went to Abe. Well, I was enrolled at Abe. I used to be in Reed more than I was in Abe. Yeah, you had to go to Metairie to get your name on your shirt and shit. Oh, what up, Tyson Garcia? Catch me in traffic. I'm on that side. Oh, you on that sake? I ain't drinking today. We got an interview. She's gonna be in here in a few minutes.
So I'm about to start drinking. What the fuck you talking about?
I'm being interview responsible today. Korea, you got Joe.
Nah, but see, I'm gonna answer why she ain't hollering when I try to holler at her. She remember me too.
Oh yeah, y'all had a run in?
Yeah. Nah, I'm fucking with you, no. I'm joking bad. They really not gonna vote for the leader then.
Sake. Damn, that's some different shit. Yeah, man, sake, man. Don't knock it, homie. Try it. I promise you'll like it. Put it in the refrigerator, let it get nice and cold. Don't get that cheap shit though. If you get the cheap shit, you gotta warm that one.
Wait.
For real.
You got warm side. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when you go to Hibachi and they give you that warm sake, that should be cheap. They warm it to heighten it. Couldn't do St. Aug. Moms wanted me to move off of Legionfield. My team in, but I wasn't. All boys school. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. St. Aug on the cool, even though it is an all boys school. As soon as that bell ring, you look out any one of the windows. Them yas was out there waiting on you. You had your pick to about. You could pick from every grade, every height, size, shape, color, figure. Shit. You've been to Rice Village? Rice. I ain't never been there. Golf or Clownfield. I don't know what that is, golf. Sake bombs are fire. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all that sake the truth. I'm gonna be on sake tomorrow.
I'm gonna get on sake after we do after we do what we do. She ain't gonna be on it that long.
No, I ain't got no soccer today. I gotta get up and cook and do shit in the morning. Crayon Crayola.
Marvel a lot.
The crayon one is in the building. Mr. Colorful. I like the red ones because the red ones taste the best. Shop. They make their own. They make their own socket. Where that's at, Golf? That's in Houston. I gotta go try that. Well, Core Red, they don't understand, bro. Them things used to be at that back gate waiting. They damn near used to be fighting for spots at the back gate. I might be good and drunk by the time y'all go live tonight. Damn, Sniper, what you on like that? About a piece of plate.
Man.
Oh, LG. That's in the city. All right. I'm when I go home, I'm gonna check them out. Damn, what the hell? YouTube. Tyson, she not the mayor, but she's the mayor hopeful, bro. She trying to do her thing and get that spot. You know. So we about to ask her a few questions about it. We trying to. I need to get my drinking situation right tonight. Yeah, bro. Hey, get it together. I ain't drinking though.
Man, you gotta drink, bro. You ain't gonna be yourself, bro. You gotta drink. That way you gonna ask some good questions. Yeah. You gotta drink, bro. You can't, yeah. Zan said, how y'all doing?
What up, body, yaddy.
Feeling upbeat today.
Man,
I was drunk last night. I ain't fucking with boy.
Fucking with me.
Man, I got up at 5. I went to sleep soon. We got off and got up at 5 in the morning, nigga. Boy, I ain't fucking with you no more.
Carlos Rossi Sangria. I can't drink wine. That should give me headaches.
What that?
Wine. Regular wine. Sake is a wine, but I could drink that. It's different. Nikitra said, "Some children just waste 10 hours of gas on the fucking ground." What up, Blue? Y'all tap in with Blue and Shay Chronicles tonight, 9:30.
I'm gonna make it tonight, Shay. All my puppies is thriving and doing fine, except for one. Lala lost one, so.
Well, I feel the same way I felt yesterday, Fresh. Fucking with boy.
What up, Clive? Yeah,
I'm laid back though. I'm cooling. Uh-oh.
What's up, chat? Hey, y'all. I don't know if y'all got y'all questions together, but now is the time to get your questions together because we have our guest of the evening, Miss EILEEN Carter. Miss EILEEN Carter. She here to answer the questions for y'all that y'all might have, and we got some questions that we won't ask in real life though. Oh yeah, nobody
here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you the first one got the chairs coming in. Oh man, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure. How you feeling today? How your day going?
I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm excited to be here chilling with y'all.
Okay, that's what's up.
This is the chill spot. We come here to everybody come here to chill. There's that porch, in the hood where everybody used to go sit on the porch and everybody go sit over there and talk all this, Yeah, we about to talk all the business right now. We about to get to it.
That's what I thought. We would just kind of porch pop,
Oh yeah, but yeah, we
I popped on a couple minutes before, so maybe like 5 minutes. So
yeah, that's what we do. We interact with all our people in the chat. I don't know if they got some questions. We try to tell them we had you coming on, but I don't know if they got some questions for you, but this panel, myself, Boogie, Ashley, and
Boogie, Ash,
y'all,
and Tidy.
Tidy. Oh, matter of fact, Tidy got the
How you
first
put
question.
Tidy?
Tidy. I'm gonna let him ask his question he wanted to ask.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm being messy.
nah, the first question for real. No. So you getting the business.
Oh,
How do you plan to face barriers that will try and stop your plans?
As the next myth.
the truth.
The truth?
The truth. Yeah, our leaders don't seem to be telling us that right now, and I've been speaking it since 22, out loud on a megaphone. You know, sometimes when truth comes out at first, it's not necessarily comfortable, and then the more that starts to be revealed, more people understand. So that's just the situation we're in. And I started speaking on the loudspeaker megaphone in 22 because I knew stuff that everybody else didn't. It just was due to circumstance and where I was placed. But I believe when you have information and you know something that's going to help your community, you should speak up. And so I did that. We have elected leaders now that are not doing that, and that's a problem for me. So that's why I'm running for mayor.
Okay. I like that.
So give the people a little bit. My bad, Ash. I'm sorry. We give the people a little brief rundown on who you are, where you grew up at, where you from. A little brief rundown.
It's not brief. It's not
all right,
brief
go
because
ahead.
there's some people who
run it.
Okay, good. Because it's not brief because I grew up pre-Katrina. And so, you have a lot of people who are like going through the memories right now with regard to Katrina. And it's important that I tell my story pre-Katrina because you have a lot of young voters who may be in their 20s and 30s who don't remember our giants who like broke through ceilings in the city, like to elect our first Black mayor and things of that sort, to get our elected officials and just to get on the Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court as Chief Justice, and so many things that, we had some leaders that broke through it. And one of those leaders was my father. So my dad was Ken Carter. He was the first elected Black assessor in the state of Louisiana. He was elected in 1984. I was born in 1978. So I was the child of an elected official from age 6 to age 14. It gave me an experience that, everyone doesn't get. If your family like has a restaurant, you grow up in a restaurant, you just kind of learn it. Well, it was politics. And so I just grew up under politics. My dad was also the co-founder of BOLD organization, the Black Organization for Leadership Development Uptown. I'm from Uptown. My parents are out the Callio. I was during the week I was at St. Monica's, but I went to Holy Name of Jesus in Ursuline Academy. And so just learning through that, I have elected so many of the leaders that we currently have. I've worked with Helena. I've worked with Oliver directly in campaigns, and I've worked with Royce through the city's office. But in doing so I had the background growing up. So people see, oh, why does she, kind of an activist? Well, that's why. And I know these people personally. And so when you know them and they're not doing what there's some responsibility with regard to that. I feel if you put your name on somebody and you stood beside them and they don't do what they said they're supposed to do, then you should say something. And, I've had to do that with, the administration now, and I'll do that for all of the leaders currently. After Katrina, when I came back, I worked at LEMSDC, which is the Southern Regional. Well, actually, let me go before that. Before Katrina, I was working at HRI, which is the Historic Restoration Incorporated. What I did there for 5 years was property management, and I did compliance. Then Katrina hit. I came back. I worked at Louisiana Minority Supplier Development Council. What I did there was I matched large corporations with small businesses for 2 years under a grant program.
You've been around a while.
And so I started my business WBOK social media that the city was paying attention or the mayor was paying attention. And I didn't know they were paying attention. So WBOK was changing hands. And 5 minutes before I went in, they asked me to build the social media department for the city of New Orleans. So that should tell you how much they trust me if they ask me to build something that doesn't exist. And so I went in and I did that. And in 2021, I left. I was the voice of the mayor online, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So when you thought you were talking to her online from 18 to 21, you were actually talking to me. So I have been in the room for COVID, Hard Rock, our cyber attack. Yes, I was waking you up in the middle of the night with the alerts from 2018 to 21. Notice you don't have them anymore. The thing is, our workforce has been decimated, and there's so many people who have left who have institutional knowledge. Our workforce has been abused. I'm just being honest. The way they talk to them and treat them, they've been abused. It's sad. But moving forward, y'all know kind of from there, when I left, I did a hit. And so I was out of town because we had to have work on the back of our house. But it was a blessing because I got to see how another municipality was run. And so I started noticing some stuff and I'm like, well, why are they so fast with this? Why is New Orleans so slow? Now notice, I work for the city. I'm one of 7 communication managers for the entire city. I'm over every department that is online. NOPD, fire department, libraries, code enforcement. If they wanted to be forward facing, they had to talk to me before they could put their voice out to the people. So I have information on every department for 3 years. Then I'm walking next to the mayor every day for 3 years. So I get her briefings. I have to read them and digest them and give them back to you depending on what's going on. So when people see me, they may not know what I've done, but I'm here to tell you I'm ready on day one. I've been there, I've done that, and I'm not playing. All the stuff that they don't want to tell you, I'm ready to tell you. Because guess what? In the news right now, and then I'm gonna let you go. The speed cameras, right? Well, I've said this on maybe 1 or 2 times, but this message needs to get out because our elected leaders know this, but they haven't told you. So I'm going to tell you the truth. When we went in 2018, the mayor had won partially on school cameras, right? It was a big thing. Get her in because she's going to take the school cameras. And when we got in, we found out that the school cameras brought in about $17 to $18 million. And it wasn't something that she could just eliminate because there wasn't another funding source that could plug the gap. So instead of telling the residents that, they decided to lower the, they decided to put it in school zones and actually just certain places around the city so they could get the amount of money that they needed to at least budget correctly. But they didn't tell y'all that. Right. But guess what? Our city leaders know it. All of them are down. If I know it, you know they know it, right? So why didn't they tell
city council?
I wasn't in a position where I could tell you, but I can now. They know. Why would they know? Our entire administration has made us too dependent on. Do they know? What do they know? They're over the budget. Okay, so here's what you have to think. Now I'm gonna give y'all some. I wrote a book. It's called Faith in Politics. The PDF is on my website, EILEENCarterMayor.com. It's right there on there. If you scroll to the mid-bottom, you'll see this little purple book, and it'll say sign up for the weekly blast. If you put your email and sign up, you get the PDF for free. Download it once and share it with your family. I'm not about, just share it with your family. It's information you need. It's how New Orleans works per our city charter. And if you have a small business, on page 77 is how to do business with the city. And then after that is how to do business with the state. And after that is how to do business with the nation. So any business owners, free game. My problem is they don't tell us stuff and they like to gaslight us as if we're dumb. They just not going to talk about it anymore, right? And it's just like went away. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you something else I knew about. I knew the bollards were broken. In 22,
wait.
We wrote a list.
What's broken? What was broken?
The bollards on Bourbon Street.
Oh,
I knew they were broken. They had been broken since I was there. Now, notice I resigned in 21, but they had been broken before that. But I knew that. And so when in 22, you can actually go look at nolatoya.org. It's still there. I believe it's going to be there to maybe like the end of the month in September or something. but we wrote a list of things that we wanted the mayor to pay attention to. But the city council has oversight as well. I'm gonna give y'all that piece after. So we wrote a list, and on that list is a French Quarter safety plan. Mouth drop. A group of residents put a list of things that we wanted our administration to pay attention to, and one of them was a French Quarter safety plan. When we had that attack, mouth drop. I was sick. And they're still quiet about it. That's a problem for me. And it should be for everybody else. Now, I mean, I can't tell everybody else how to feel, but I'm just telling you my issues.
So you couldn't talk about it while you worked.
They have a pattern of not.
We got a delay.
I can't talk. I know I couldn't talk about it while I worked there. I'm her voice. I couldn't. Being in communications, I advanced her. So if you saw me go somewhere, I would go somewhere an hour or half an hour, depending on what it was, before she got there. So if you saw me, she was coming. For 3 years, people who were, who worked in government know that. And so, but I need everybody else to know that. Say, hey, you have a native New Orleanian who knows what she's talking about. And you have another legitimate option. They don't want to be on the stage with me. Trust me. I know too much. They want to keep me quiet. They try to get me to run for other elected positions. Nah, we're not doing that. We're doing the same thing over and over again is insanity. Okay, let me give you this. So in the book, y'all, we have the legislative, the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branches, right? So the mayor is the executive branch. She's responsible for making sure that all the departments work. She's responsible for making sure the city runs every day. Every single department, she's responsible for it. Now, the legislative branch, our city council, they make laws. But if you read the city charter, guess what else they're responsible for? Oversight for every single department. So that means if they thought that something was wrong in a department, they can say, hey, department, come sit at this table and let's talk about it. We've seen that, right? So my thing is, if you've been there 8 years or you've been there 4 years, how can you have a brand new plan you didn't try to enact already? You've been there 8 years. What have you been doing? The person who has been there. Oh, but here's the best one. The person who has been there for 8 years, she has chaired the Economic Development Committee for the City Council for 8 years. What does economic development look like in the city of New Orleans for 8 years? Why do you deserve a raise? People say what they did. Okay, but talk about their whole work, their whole body of work. And then we can have a conversation on an even playing field. And that's just what I'm asking for.
Okay. So quick question. So since your
I know I give a lot of information, but
you fine. Since your dad was in politics, was that always your dream when you finished school to just join politics? Or that was just kind of something you ventured into as you got older when you started seeing like the different things that was going wrong in the city for the residents in the community and everywhere?
We got a little delay.
I hated politics. I hated politics growing up because I see what all of y'all don't see. And I was a little sister. I was sleeping under boardroom tables with my pillow and my blanket, and I heard a lot. So I'm watching people that, I like or think like talk about each other behind their back and then be friendly with each other in front of their face. And here's the deal. They are like this division through the city of New Orleans that's spreading. Let me be clear. The day after election day, they're friends. And the city of New Orleans is in division. They know how politics works. It doesn't bother them. We're the ones that are having the issue.
Yeah.
And so, growing up under that and seeing it, I'm just like, I never liked politics. That's why I was always in the background supporting the cause, because I grew up like seeing it as a public watch my people. Like now, how can you sit there and be quiet? How could you be quiet during the recall? How could any elected official be quiet during the recall? You're quiet now.
Right.
One person is more important than 370,000. Period. And I mean, it's just not. And like, these are our people. And so, I mean, I just don't know. I'm passionate about our people. Being on the inside and having seen the power that they have and can use to help us, and they don't, is really disgusting. We've been neglected, and it's time for us to thrive, not just survive. And I'm ready. And I'm ready to tell it in 90 days. The first 90 days, I want to hit reset on the city. I want a 90-day state of the city. Every department and office is going to give you, the shareholders, an update. There's no other person saying that. No other. Why? We'll all find out.
Right.
And then I want to have an office of education.
Okay.
Why? Because there's too much confusion. And you have look, they've been there, but nobody could control it yet, right? All of them are there. So how they gonna fix it now? But you've been there.
Right.
And then I want to reverse the exodus. And I have all of these plans like in depth on EILEENCarterMayor.com, so you can go like read them fully. But reverse the exodus is to bring people home. I don't care if you're in Slidell or Seattle. Come home. Let's get these blighted houses back in our economy. Let's use some of these housing trust fund dollars to, you know, match people's needs. And let's get money in people's pockets. Let's build our families. Let's do stuff for our children. That's my number one priority across everything. The first thing is youth, period. Because they're going to be taking over New Orleans. They did not do a good job passing the baton. I'm going to take it and I'm going to hand it to our youth. That's what I'm going to do. And we need a native to do this. 100%, y'all. Yes. We cannot have 16 years of a non-New Orleanian run this city. Let me tell you how important it is. There's NOLA Got Next and Feed on Land. These young guys who have these basketball, these amazing programs around the city. Y'all, check them out. So I'm on the phone with them and they're really involved in civics and all these things. But I'm thinking like, they're 18. They don't really know a city run by a New Orleanian.
Damn.
And what you're about to ask for, right. You're about to ask for another 8 years of that. So 26. Is that what we want for our children, our traditions? We're not thinking about that, New Orleans, and we're about to get the okie doke because they like to use us as a guinea pig on the national level. And I'm not playing them tricks with facial recognition. No. The fact that they were toe tapping around it, why? It's an easy vote. No. You're not going to make our people guinea pigs. No. And they need to stand up for us like this. And we need to bring a little bit of old New Orleans back, make a bridge to the new, and we can all move forward together. I'm the UNITY candidate. I'm the the piece over here. Everybody else is fighting, and I'm just like, come join Team Carter.
Yeah.
And tell the truth over here. And they like,
we got a bit of a delay, so y'all gotta just ask, and it's gonna catch up like 5 seconds after. We got a little delay. Yeah, I'm letting them know we got a little delay. The signal coming in a little choppy, so they gonna add. They'll be asking questions, but it's gonna, yeah. Okay. So what would be your approach to start to get with all the corruption in the city right now in the state of Louisiana? What would be your plan to like try to start making that change? I understand, and people got to understand that change won't happen overnight when you go in. Oh, it's supposed to. That's not how politics work. What would be your plan going in to try to change and start that turnaround of the programs you're talking about, getting the money that's just sitting there and different things like that? What would be your plan to do that?
Well, that's what the 90 days is for. That's the entire point. You have a transition period going in, but this is the shortest possible transition period because last time when the mayor went in, there was like a 6 months transition period. This time you get elected in October, maybe November, and you're going in January. I want to reset on everything. That's where we're going to find this. When I'm talking about a 90-day reset, we're going to have a housing roundtable. We're going to have a criminal justice roundtable. Like we're going through all of these things to make it happen. And you're saying, I think you're talking about the relationships as well. And so people should know this. I'm no party. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I can work with both sides. I've shown it because I had to do it during the recall. We work with Libertarian, Green Party, No Party, Independent, Republicans, and Democrats. All of the above were at the table. And that's why I'm saying, here I am. I'm not playing favorites. I don't care because I'm honestly in the middle. I got issues with both sides. And I like it in the middle. You know why? Because I can say, hey, Democrats, what you want to do for my vote? Hey, Republicans, what you going to do for my vote? And so everyone can come and say, let's gift New Orleans with their needs and do the best partnerships. That's what I'm looking for. And so as well in that is, I do have relationships with, like I said, the majority of the elected officials now and our business leaders. Let me give you an example. New Orleans and Company right now, the president of it is Walt Leger. I went to elementary school with Walt Leger. That's the difference with growing up in New Orleans and having relationships.
Right.
You know, I mean, I can't speak or whatever, but like people in like the certain major industries, like that's your cousin, or, you know, you went to school with them, or this and that and the other. Like a friend's ex-boyfriend is one of the producers for a major person who's like gonna work with me with all these musicians and stuff. Like I want to do a New Orleans Got Talent. We could put our big names up there. And Kenneth Brother said I could use his name. He would be one of them.
Right.
We can put our top name people, create top name stuff together. And I'm ready on day one because
right,
we about that life. Sorry, but
I got a question. What do you think New Orleans need from a mayor standpoint to be a more successful city, in your opinion?
Truth and vision. We need to tell our people the truth, and we need to give them more information. When you have more information, you can do what you need to do for you and your family. Let's say you have a business or a food truck. People may know how to, you know, work their food or get their specials and all that, but they have most people have a lot of trouble with their back office. I'm going across the city and had the same conversation. I did small business development. We have got to help people with their back office supports. And we can do this in a gazillion different ways. And we need to teach our children young how to start a business and how it works, which is why, going back to the book, I'm trying to give y'all information. But when we can do this, we're working together to turn our economy and also networking on a national level. So put that there. And then we want to get in our communities. We need to bring back our booster clubs. I'm in Mayoral Booster Club. We need to bring back our booster clubs. We need to bring back our neighborhood watch program. We need to, like, all these neighborhood things. Y'all, we used to have black parties in New Orleans it used to be like one of the biggest things to do. Y'all know, like, because where was it? By like Shakespeare Park. That was like one of the biggest black parties that they used to have for Night Out Against Crime. And we don't do those things anymore. Like, you don't know your neighbors like we used to. We need to get back to our neighborhoods and being a family of neighborhoods. That's how I grew up. And when we can do that and bring hubs in our community, like city hall hubs and NOPD hubs in our neighborhoods where they're interacting with the community, they start to, be Mr. Friendly, Officer Friendly, and those things. Y'all remember, even Stop, Drop, and Roll. Our children need to know what happens if you are in a fire, how to get out the house, drowning. These are things that just you don't necessarily think of. But I like to think outside the box. And then I think we need to match our New Orleanians with and support those who have been supporting us. Let me give you an example. Mr. Shrimp, he's on board too. What I would love to do with NORD is bring back cultural programming, as well as beef up everything else. But there are a lot of small 501c3s who don't get enough play because they're giving $40,000 and $50,000 away to festivals and stuff. We need to have that conversation too. But anyway, let's partner with some of these in like NORD. And it's like, what if we offered a boiling class by Mr. Shrimp?
All right.
Yeah.
Teaching different things.
People would go to that.
A lot of
I can give that class. I can get that class. So I probably
it's something that you can do after and make some money if you want to. Well, let's talk to our community members, see exactly what we want in NORD and not what other people want in NORD. Because other people are got to be involved. And shout out to Huntersfield, who's coming back. Everybody needs to do that. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for our business partners to partner and to bring those resources. I can give you an example of us doing that this summer. I was working with Don't Stop Dreaming with Derek Henderson at Harrell, and we took the group of campers out to walk-ons. And while we were there, he said, if somebody can raise their hand and give me a marketing idea of something I could sell, I'll give you and your family, free dinner, a full dinner. And they were like, oh, the kids really couldn't come up with the ideas, but it was an adult, and it took somebody to step out and say it. He said, you could put your logo on our uniforms.
Right.
And he said, exactly. But his response was, exactly. Because that's what they do in JP. They have decked out their concession stands. Their concession stands have their logos and everything else on it. Why don't we have that? Why aren't we partnering the way we're partnering? What's been going on with the North Foundation? I'm going to drop that and keep moving. I'll go look that up. This administration has not been doing anything.
They have a good question in the comments, Ms. Carter.
Have not been telling you.
Ms. Carter, they have a good question in the comments, right? You know that the child, the 12-year-old disabled child that been missing for about a week. What would you do if you was mayor? Like, because they didn't have an Amber Alert, how would you take, what kind of precautions would you take?
We have an alert system. They should have put out an alert. Period.
So they have one?
Should have been quicker.
They have one?
New Orleans has alert systems.
Wow.
With through our weather systems, y'all get those alerts, right? So they can send out for that. They send out for the weather.
Wow.
Just saying. It's common sense.
Wow.
Ash, you had a question, right?
Yeah. I do have a question, which is not really my question. It's a question from the chat from Corey, which he's been flooding the chat with this question. He said, affordable housing, NORD, after school computer training and trades. What would you do to put that in place for the school? I'm guessing is what he's asking. Or how would you get it put in place?
I've already committed to all of that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you gotta go.
I've already committed to all of that. You can go see it's on my website. I am 10 toes down for everything. And that's actually in my Reverse the Exodus plan. You can go see it step by step there. I could pull it up and go through it. But the Reverse the Exodus is getting home, bringing economic development, making sure our youth have something, but making sure New Orleans brings back our families. We have not been doing that. And to take care of your family, you have to have all the resources we've been talking about, the small business development, because unfortunately, New Orleans, it takes a job and a side hustle. So what's your side hustle? And how do we support your side hustle? That's how we get your back office in order. So your side hustle is legal. And then hopefully we can balance it out so your side hustle takes over and you can get rid of your job. That's the plan. And so if we can support more of that in New Orleans, we can all do it together.
I got the budget, because it seemed like everything, the money just, before you came in, I was explaining how the city of New Orleans damn near funds the whole state with the taxes and the revenue that the city brings in. Where is all the money going? That because it's like the programs are there, but the programs just don't have the money. That's the question. Where's the money going? Really, what's going on with the money? What would you do different than the previous administration, previous and so forth?
I believe we are too top heavy in consulting and our I want to say balance, our structure of government. So let me hit both of them. Let me write them. So consulting and government structure. Okay, for the consulting, I mean, this has actually been in news articles at this point that New Orleans spends too much. We spend too much outsourcing and on consultants. I mean, you're paying consultants to have a consultant under them to then have the real person doing the job, 3 people down. Are you kidding me? Why? And so when we can start eliminating that, we save money. And then when we start actually getting skilled positions in our offices, so we're paying them instead of that, then we're having institutional knowledge and we're building our workforce. Part of my whole conversation is building our workforce. I said that at the beginning, but I want to bring that home. Guess what? We have a lot of jobs at the city of New Orleans that are budgeted and are not aligned. I mean, not slotted to anybody. Look them up. Let's go. What I want to do is really clear the system and of the red tape and see what's the hold up. Let's figure it out. of, you know, the breakdown, because I talked to one gentleman, he was trying to work for the city of New Orleans 5 months, and he didn't have a call back. Like, seriously, city of New Orleans? We're begging for people to help. And this, from my understanding, you know, from his resume, he looked like he was great. So what's the problem? And so when we do that, we can speed it up. We can get y'all, our neighbors, into the city of New Orleans who really love the city, and we can change the game. Because when I was there, I don't remember at what point, if it was, I believe it was like 2019. I looked up one day, I worked on the second floor of City Hall. And so if anyone knows how city government is run, like everything has like a different floor. So on the second floor, one side of the floor is the mayor, and the other side of the floor is the city council. So, but on the mayor's side, it's like her directors and the people who are right around her. That's like your second floor. So on the second floor, I was the only Black woman with a titled position who could make a decision without having to ask someone else, right? So that meant y'all don't see the problem in that?
That's dead.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. So I'm telling you, who is running our city? Our city is not being run by us in decision-making positions. And so when you choose someone who isn't from here, you usually get those type of decisions because they don't think about it. We need to think about it, is what I'm telling you. Or we're going to have a really big problem.
But
wait,
as far as, again, as far as the
government,
the budget,
Oh,
like my question is, where is all this money? You have every month, New Orleans has something going on. It's bringing in thousands of people, millions of dollars of revenue. Where is all the money? Because the taxes on the hotel tax is ridiculous. Where is all this money going after the city collects it? Because you can't see it. Like, you can go to some cities and you'll see like the money is going back into the schools, it's going to the highways, it's going into the community. Where is New Orleans money going?
I just told you, I believe it's going into consultants who's taking the money out of state after we pay them.
Oh, okay. That's the answer. Okay, I got you. So we're getting the money in, and they just paying consultants to tell them how to spend the money. But we spending the money with the consultants instead of spending, like, sitting down, coming to the table. Well, Nord needs. How much money do you think Nord needs to refurbish and be what Nord used to be?
I believe you need to really have a sit down, and you need to have a conversation with the foundation, because the foundation needs to come to the table and bring in money. What is up? Where have you been? And what have you been doing? That's a whole conversation that people aren't even having. So when you put things in order, they start working. What I'm telling you, it is more out of order than people think. And you should, and other candidates are talking about it as it's a brand new issue. I'm like, you've been there for 8 years. You've been there for 4 years. How do you have a brand new plan now? Where have you been? You could have had a grand idea any of these years and used it, and it would have worked to your benefit while running for mayor. Why are you waiting for me to have a great idea? Our children have been waiting on you. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Speaking of the candidates, how do you compare yourself to the other candidates that you're running against? Like, it's all the mess going on with Helena. I like that. I like that answer. But Helena Moreno, she's alleged she's paying all these people around the city that's trashing every other candidate name.
Is New Orleans for sale?
Definite. It's been, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Well, it's a question we need to put out there. For every New Orleanian, check your heart. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
I like that. Ash, you got any more questions from the chat? I know you on them chat questions right now.
They wanted to know, like, once you get into office, how soon do you plan to, like, fix the roads and all that?
It's about our lives, our children.
We had that connection bad again.
Yeah, it's gonna
give it a second.
It's about to snap back in.
No. Go ahead. What you said, Ash? Ask again.
They wanted to know, like, how soon you will be able to fix the roads and stuff like that. Like, once you get into office, even though I know you explained it, but they steady asking, like, these type of questions. What are you planning on doing with the housing when you get in? With providing the housing, fixing the highways and the roads that have all these major potholes and stuff where they're tearing up their vehicles and the city don't want to help them fix it, stuff like that.
In the first 90 days, you're going to have your answer because they have not told us the truth. And that's the best thing I can tell you, because I'm not going to lie to you. They aren't giving us answers. They have inside information that I don't get every day. I'm going to read the city council minutes and things like that. What I know, having from been there, is there was a very large developer, I'm going to say that, who told me years ago during the recall, he said the infrastructure plan was too big for them to break down the way that they did. He said he told them and they did it anyway, which is why we have the situation that we have. And so then you had COVID, and then you have logistical stuff through all of this years, right? And then all the money has gotten larger. Our problem is project management. And I'm going to say, how do we fix infrastructure in 2 words? Project management. Project management is when you make a plan and you stick to it and you have timelines. We're going to do that. I have a background in compliance. It will drive me if we don't. Trust me. And guess what? You will know in 90 days what the deal is, because I'm going to tell you, the director is going to say, hey, we've done a background search of all of this, of the infrastructure money. This is how much we need to get done in this amount of time. These are the projects that will move forward with the money that we have. This is the stuff we can't. I mean, they move money around so much. What's going on? You're talking about affordable housing. Well, the group that handles affordable housing just found out that they are short $8 billion because the city council moved the money and didn't tell them. They said they had allotted the money the year before, but the city council was like, we didn't see that you allotted it in the system, so we moved it and gave it to somebody else. And so that's my point. We can say what they want to say, but you don't know till you get there. Just like what happened in the cameras, like.
Right.
So,
but we need to stake the pipes.
The next person wanted to know, what makes you stand out as a candidate? Why should the minority community believe you?
Because in a back room, when y'all are at work and I'm in the office, I'm gonna be 10 toes down for you. Period. I don't have that same trust in any of those other people, which is exactly why I'm running. In 22, like I said again, we're watching what they do. It's not like we don't know. Compare what I've done and compare what they did. When there was the issue with, the mayor's being indicted, forget the name of the person. They've had all of these issues over all of these years. Which one of them spoke up for us?
No.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, what I'm going to say, what I think makes you stand out is the fact
not
that
being
you
liked
are
either.
Yeah, the fact that you are actually in New Orleans and you are actually dealing with the same thing that everybody else is dealing with. And I don't think they realize that. Like, you are dealing with all the same issues that they're dealing with. You have to drive down the street with potholes. Your kids are in school dealing with the same stuff with Nord, all of that. So I feel like
$1,500 bill. I hit a pothole. I was working for the city, hit a pothole. It was $1,500.
Right.
I feel it too. But
damn.
Which is why I'm running. When you were a worker in the city of New Orleans and couldn't say anything, now I'm on the other side. I'm like the worker that went back in to go fix it. That's what this is. Yeah. And it's like, if you want to reset on New Orleans, let's go. That's what we're going to do. People are like, oh, you can't win. If you don't vote, we can't win. My daddy won one of his elections by 33 votes. So you can't tell me votes don't work.
Yeah.
Right.
We can do it if we want to.
That's a fact.
So I'm asking y'all to do a team, and I'm not asking for a vote for one day. I'm asking for 4 years. I want y'all to partner for 4 years. They can do it for Super Bowl real quick. Why can't we do it for our people real quick?
Yeah.
So with that being said, y'all need to get out and vote. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, myself personally, I'm going to vote for somebody who I know that can relate to me. I don't want to vote for a stranger who don't know New Orleans, don't know anything about the history or anything like that. That's just my opinion.
Tyler, you got a question for her? I think you have one.
Something simple, you know. If you are indeed elected to the mayor's office, what's the future of New Orleans in your opinion?
We gonna win. I like to win. I'm very competitive. I'm an AAU mom, and so everyone who knows an AAU mom, well, that's me. So we got to win.
All right. That
Y'all heard what she said.
If y'all don't like to win, you don't. She like to win. Look, you mentioned you mentioned the 90. You mentioned going in with the 90-day, the first 90 days, and I'm sitting here thinking about that, and I'm more than for sure I'm not the only people in the chat. When you say going in that first 90 days, you haven't been in office, you haven't been working in City Hall. So you saying you need that 90-day time frame to figure out what all this big ball of confusion is, unravel it, and then start working. Is that what you're saying when you say the 90-day phase in? If I'm saying that right or wrong. But is that what you mean when you say that the first 90?
I'm going to have each one of my directors partner with a community expert in whatever the office is or the position is, as well as a resident. So it'll be a 3-person, so it's not done in a silo. What they're going to do is evaluate the department and what's going on as it is. You're not going to get the truth until you take office. Period. I mean, it's just how it works. You know, people will not tell you anything until they give you the keys, lock you out the office. Y'all know stuff happens. So you're not going to get the truth until you're in there. When you're in there and you have your hands on everything, let's see what's going on. Look, we're just finding out we have neighbors who are working in the city who have mold in trailers. Like,
wow.
We need this 90-day reset to understand what's going on in each department. Do you think they were going to tell us? No, the administration didn't tell us. The city council members weren't doing their job with oversight. So it has gone, 20 years since Katrina? So I want to go find all these things because these are my neighbors who are in these positions. And I want to make sure that they're taken care of and that you're taken care of when you go to One Stop or you go to code enforcement or you go wherever you are. Code enforcement, what's going on the first 90 days? Let's find out. And then guess what? They're going to deliver the report to you. So you're going to know what's going on in every department. That includes property management. That includes everything. Parks and parkways. Y'all don't understand how many departments and offices we have. We have like over 100. I'm going to make them put this all online. Y'all can go read everything for yourself. It's ridiculous that we do not know. This is our city. They make decisions against the will of the people. That's crazy. We hired you. You're supposed to represent me while you're at work.
Yes.
Right.
That's simple.
It's not happening that way.
So, now,
in real life,
Trump allegedly passed a bill, right? That he's pulling out Section 8 HUD housing and stuff like that for the people that's in poverty level. So with you trying to work on housing and all that, like, how would you work around it if he's signing bills to like stop Section 8, stop all these things that, what people are saying? Some people can't work. Some people have disabilities. Some people have kids with disabilities and they don't have the help that they need because insurance is not, approving certain things. So how would you navigate through that? Because this is the president and you the mayor of one place.
We already have the template, y'all. The city council has put forth a housing trust fund. It is moving forward. A percent of general fund is going to go to this. We get to direct how it goes, our 2 cents. That's where my 2 cents go. How does it happen? My personal opinion is I want a ranking system. Legacy members, if you've been in a neighborhood, people who need to come home, essential members who work during COVID, city workers, a ranking system. And then you go move forward. It's not my business, it's going to be fair, but it's going to rank how it's going to rank, and we're going to move forward and we're going to make
okay. So somebody else in the chat wants to know, once you are elected.
Yeah, but we already have the housing trust fund.
Okay, somebody else in the chat wants to know, once you're elected.
So if y'all didn't
Ask,
know,
just ask.
Okay.
Ask. Keep
Somebody in the chat had
we
wanted
do
to
have
know.
that, and
I can't do that.
No,
it's not working.
it's gonna catch. She's gonna hear. It's gonna catch
Okay.
up. Is running
So
behind.
somebody in the chat wants to know, once you're elected, will you be acting like the rest of the people that only come out and talk for just the vote, or will you still come back and communicate with the people that basically put you in office? They want to know, are you still gonna be on the ground in the community speaking to people, or once you get the job, you just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna do what I said I was gonna do?
I can prove that I don't do that, because everybody with know Latoya knows that I have been on that Instagram since 22. I don't do that. That's not how I rock. I come from a communication background. Y'all will probably get too much information. Do y'all remember when we had the teletown halls? I don't even know if y'all remember that, but
I don't know what that is.
I want to bring them back. Everybody. Okay, so it's where the mayor and all of the directors were basically on the phone on like a computer app, and anybody in the system in the city of New Orleans could call in and they could type their questions, and they were on there for like 2 hours. And we did that like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, but we need to do it more regularly. We need to get in the communities. Like I told you, I won't be at every park that we need the booster to come out, because when you bring the city out, people come. So it's just a matter of putting the work out there and doing it. I mean, I hate to say it, but I said it in 22, and I keep saying this, but
Okay.
in 22, the mayor had not had a meeting with safety and permits in 20 months. Meeting for 20 months looks like.
Damn.
We're not going to have that problem. There will be no Boyd, because I'm going to be working.
Okay.
For 20 months?
Also, they wanted to know, now just a question about your book. Is anything about small business loans in your book for people that want to know that? It's all in the book, guys. If y'all want to go know anything about financial
Wait, that the financial side, she's giving you the rundown on how to get into the business loans, and she may mention that earlier. But a question that has really got to be asked: what are you going to do about the crime in the city? That's like major.
Okay, well,
what is your
have
plan
2
on
types
crime?
of criminals, right? You have number one, you got to separate the criminals. You have people who are going to commit crimes just because they're going to commit crimes, and then you have people who are committing crimes because they feel like they need to fill a void or monetary or whatever the situation may be. So this group of people, let's help. Let's make sure we can connect to resources to get you out of the situation and put money in your pocket, whether it's in partnering you with schools, trade, certifications, work study, internships, whatever it is. Let's take care of this group and eliminate as soon as possible by working with our youth and supporting our families, period. Now you have this group. So it's like, okay, with this group, what are your needs? Is it sometimes it's just anger and people need to go, mental, you have all different kinds of levels. So then, that's not my thing. I'm gonna go talk to an expert about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go find those people who handle those things, and we're gonna handle it the most appropriately, because that's a different level of scale. All people who commit crimes aren't equal. So we need to also look at that in a layered process. So I believe when we separate it and kind of take this group and give them their needs so they could get out of the life, and then we can really focus on, the needs of the group who it's just kind of their thing.
Okay. So the financial health, somebody had asked a question and they had wanted to know, he said, and put it back on the screen. He said, what is your strategy for improving the city financial health, and where do you see opportunities to increase revenue or reduce wasteful spending?
Like I said, I believe we are top heavy. The only office I want to create at this moment is the Office of Education. Outside of that, I really want to downsize city government and move some of these offices of the mayor that have like 1 or 2 people into chartered departments, which will be saving us money. Let me give you an example. We have the mayor's office of resilience and sustainability. So I believe that this office should be moved under public works. Why? We have found that they are having problems right now with Lincoln Beach. Their project managers aren't project managing. And one of their problems is they don't have engineers to approve stuff that are in their department. And it's taking too long. They don't have the coordination and communication. But if they were in public works, we wouldn't be having all these problems. It could move a lot more smoothly. So I believe when we go in and look how things are structured, we can move a lot of things into different departments and save money there.
Okay. I like that.
I mean, the other part of the question, yeah, but that's we're really top heavy. We pay a lot of these people like $100,000 and $200,000 salaries for these office positions, and I believe we've grown too big in that area. There's so many offices y'all don't even know. Y'all know we have an office of we have a mayor's office of gun prevention. We have a mayor's office of criminal justice coordination. We have a mayor's office of interfaith. We have a mayor's office. I mean, like
y'all. That's where all the damn money. Okay. Now you answered my question from earlier. That's where all the damn money going. She
answered it earlier.
Yeah, I know. I just said that she answered, but she got more in depth. That's where all the money going. They're creating all these departments that probably not doing shit. And yeah, I'm sorry, I lost.
You said that 3 times.
We going in. We going in real life though now. I've been on Cantrell ass since she got in office. She got elected stealing, using the city credit card to plan a family vacation. How, I don't know. But now I ain't know all those different departments existed. So it's basically the same politics as Mark Mayoral before him, after him. It's a circle, and they're giving the money to family and friends and keeping the money in that circle.
There's a lot of
gatekeepers. You're not going in with that circle, is what you're saying. You're going in for everybody to eat off the table, right?
Yes.
That's what the people want to know.
Exactly. I want to build a new table. I'm not trying to exclude anybody, but we need to expand the table. The table has been too little for too long, and it's a problem. We need to do more networking at the table. Too many crabs at the table.
The table makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, people may have to be removed, but we're not trying to do that, like we're trying to work together.
Right.
Damn, you just named a bunch of offices, and I bet half the people in the city don't know what those offices do, never heard of them, but they have funding and money that's being allocated to this department because it's supposedly doing X amount of work, and then they create all this fake work that they did, but can't find. I can't find nobody outside their family or friends who know that work. Like, same old politics as usual.
That part.
That's
a lot of ribbon cuttings
of the consultants come in at. She said that part, like that's what she was getting at. I caught it. Don't worry about it. I got it, Carter. I got it. I caught it.
I know you caught it.
There's so much information, like I don't know what people know or don't. I'm just like, here's it all. So just if you need me to repeat something, just let me know.
Most definitely.
No. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your answers, but I'm also thinking about some questions off those answers, and at the same time, I'm like getting a better understanding, because if you were in there, so you're a candidate that knows all the other candidates and know what they've been doing all this time.
Yeah, she was in there.
They've been doing. You know the end, but you just like the rebel candidate that, like, I know what y'all did last summer. I know what y'all basically. I like that, because, like, you're not gonna be liked, because that's not New Orleans politics. New Orleans politics forever has been, you gotta play the game, and if not, you the outsider, and we gonna kick you out. You gotta make your way however you make your way.
We gonna get in there. We gonna get in there.
That's wild.
We gonna get in that office.
You hit it.
Get them lucky dogs.
And it's crazy because it's like, it's like from the group of you don't tell, but I told. And so then they don't talk to you anymore. But I just keep talking.
You.
I'm like, well,
I
if you're
think
not gonna
it's
speak up for
see.
us, then
Ash not.
That's
Ash
a
and
good
Ty
one right
not
there.
gonna say it, but what? Go ahead. What you said? When it
That's
comes
a
to
good one right there.
corruption.
When it
yes,
comes to corruption, yeah, she said
I'm
yeah.
answering the question before
She
you
saw
ask it.
that.
Damn, she ain't waste no time. Yes,
She saw
that.
that. She
See,
saw that pop up on that screen. Yeah, she
quick.
ain't playing no man.
See, Ash and Ty, they're not gonna say it, but I think it's just a light skin thing to just constantly say the shit that people don't like and don't want you to say. But that's me. That's why nobody like me. I don't care. I got. Well, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna leave my friend back that way he at. Yeah, you got to keep talking talk your talk and keep exposing it. Now, I'm gonna tell everybody. I've been following EILEEN page for probably about 3-4 years, and she be on
Oh
their
wow.
ass every day. Yeah, you on their ass. Like it's not. Let me explain to our chat. There's not somebody that is sitting up here lying like she haven't been doing what she's saying. If y'all go look at her Instagram and just go back, she has been on all of this. She covers everything they're talking about. This is not no cap. This is not no stunting, no faking, no. She go look at her Instagram page and you're gonna see all of what she's been saying. Like you'll understand what she's saying now is all fact. There's no lies, no like she's not lying to y'all in a nutshell.
Nah, she
That I
not
told you,
lying.
shut me up. Bro.
And y'all can also check out her website because I did that as well. She have literally everything on her website from where she was born, where she started from, the schools, her plans, the book, everything is on the website. So make sure y'all go check out her website as well.
Kyoko, that question, they want to know if you do what would you be able to do with where it went? I clicked off. Are you in charge of minimum wage? I don't think that's a federal thing, isn't it? Minimum wage is federal, right?
It is a federal thing, but New Orleans has its own minimum wage. It is set through the city council, but I believe it's a conversation that you need to have all of the stakeholders at the table. And then if everybody agrees, let's go move it forward. Why I say that is to put a blanket one on certain businesses, you're going to put them out of business. So my thing is, let's find ways where I can put money in your pocket or stop taking money out of your pocket. Let me give you an example of this. This is one that I have because I was a single mom. So it is what it is. Uniforms. I think we should, now it's not something I'm in charge of, but I would like to advocate for having a conversation about uniforms. I think the kids should still have to wear certain shoes, but I think we should be less restrictive with our uniforms. Like we're not going to prison, right? So when we were out of town, it was one of the prominent areas, and they're wearing whatever they want in flip-flops. Now, I don't believe in flip-flops, but I'm like, why do our kids have to do this? And why are all of these financial burdens placed on our people? Because if you think about it, during school time, you got new uniforms, then you got whatever extracurricular they're in, and then you got hurricane season. And so all of that, and you didn't even pay a bill that month. So if we can do something about uniforms, and I talked to a couple teachers and I talked to a couple coaches and people who are in the system before I started saying it out loud, but it's a conversation I would like to have. Maybe all schools don't participate, but I believe that it's something that we should start doing for our children. We have very creative children, and I think we need to start tapping into their creative abilities and stop putting them in boxes, because I don't like that. So that's my 2 cents. And I believe that's a way to help put money or stop taking money out of your pocket so you would have more money. So it's not something where I'm putting money in your pocket, but it helps in the long run because you're seeing, more money in your pocket, in your bank account, not leaving, as well as partnering with different networking and stuff. Like there's some guys and brands I'm working with, and shout out to USA Loren, Loyalty Club, Nouveau, Live, and like these gentlemen have done so much to put themselves on the map. What do we do to help encourage them and move them to the next level? right? They're just a small group of the gentlemen or young entrepreneurs we have in the city, right? How do we move them to a national level? Because when they all win, the city of New Orleans wins. Because when each one of their brands, somebody wears it, it's New Orleans. So how do we help move their brands everywhere? And not just brands, music and food. New Orleans is known for food and music. That's what people come here for. We could and what are we dwindling in? Food and music. We need to get our minds right. Get our artists, like I said, together. I know some large ones, and I'm like, let's do this, y'all. I will advocate for y'all, and let's put this on rotation. It's not like only one group. No, everybody can join, and we're going to do it together. But when they collab, what happens? You get more attention. So what if we had all of these New Orleans people start collabing at the same time? Let's just say for a year period, we would take over algorithms. We would take over the United States, actually internationally. And how many sponsors are going to come down here looking for stuff? Well, guess what? They come down here on a regular for Essence. So why don't they have more partnerships? So we should make more partnerships with these people who are coming here with our people in our national brand.
I'm glad you brought up Essence. Would you do away with that deal that the city have right now where the local vendors can't go out and they have to work outside the Essence zone or the NFL zone? They allow these big companies to come in and cut out the city, the people who that's New Orleans. Like you go to New Orleans, like for years, people in New Orleans have always went out and made their money, the side hustle to stay afloat. Would you go in and do push to get rid of that? Because a lot of people hurting behind that, and I know Essence did this right before Katrina, because I was a promoter at the time. They pushed their time back to cut the promoters out of making money. Like they literally pushed the time back so it would end later. You leave out, you're not going to after party. Because people were saying official after party. Would you go in and fight? And I know I'm not asking could you get it done. Would you at least make the fight to push back? No, y'all come into our home. Y'all not gonna tell us what to do in our home, because it looked like that's what's been going on the last 6 years. All these big events, companies coming in, and they telling New Orleans what New Orleans is gonna do, and that's never been New Orleans. Are you gonna be that voice to say hell no?
I think now we see the importance of having a New Orleanian represent us, right?
Thanks.
That makes sense.
Essence used to be Party with a Purpose. For the first 3 years of Essence, my mother actually had a contract with them to do the travel. My mom had a travel agency. So I was a sophomore in high school, and for the first 3 years, every summer I worked there with my mom to do these. So I remember the Party with the Purpose. And New Orleans forgot the purpose, and Essence forgot the purpose. And you know what? I think I'm the perfect person to remind everybody what we need to be doing, because they need to come here, get a mission, and then we need to move it across the United States of America. And we have not been doing that. Last year, it was the twerk. Really? That is not what New Orleans is about. Now, we can do whatever here, but that is not how we want to present ourselves nationally. That's how we ended Essence. That's not how we be ending Essence. We be we be like all in our white and chilling, right? Like that was not how we ended, and that was the takeaway from Essence last year. We need to have a better takeaway that can last, and that takes partnerships on the front end working for our people. I think I spoke up then, and I will definitely speak up every time for our people. I have no problem being the only one in the room. If people disagree, I will stand 10 toes down by myself. I've done it before, and I will do it again.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of mayor the city need. That's the type of mayor people should want. A mayor that's not gonna just bow down to these big, because a lot of that is being.
I'm feeling that energy. I'm feeling that energy a whole lot. I'm feeling it. Y'all get out and vote. That's the most important part of it. Y'all get out and vote.
Children.
Yeah.
Oh, can I give voting information? Can I give this voting information quick?
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? If you know someone who is not registered to vote, they can still vote in this election. You have until September 20th. If you have a valid ID or license from the state of Louisiana, clearly, you can go online at sos.la.gov. That's the Secretary of State. On the website, it'll be right there on the left side. It says go vote. It's going to ask you your ID number. So that's why you need your ID to do it. And it's going to ask you, you know, what party and whatever else. You finish it. It's going to mail you your voter registration card. It's going to tell you where to vote. Here's the best part. So that ends at September 20th. And you could do that anywhere. You could do that at Second Line. You could do it in the Superdome. You could do it in your car. You could do it right here. Anybody can sign up to vote online until September 20th. And then we have a break for 7 days.
On that note, I'm sorry, I don't, but on the voting note, what I want people to know is if you are a convicted felon, you can vote again. If you're a convicted felon, you have completed probation, parole, your sentence, your voting right is automatically granted back. Don't let them people lie to y'all. I found out on accident. You can't be on probation or parole now. You can't. No, you can't be. You can't. You cannot be actively on probation or parole or in custody. But if you've completed all of that, you can vote. Don't let the people tell y'all can't vote.
Yes.
Trust me, you can.
Now that the steps to do that is on NOLA.gov on the registrar's office. The registrar, SREGRISTRAR, the registrar's office has the steps for you to do that.
Okay, so I got one question for you that somebody asked. They want to know, how do you plan to get the councilmen, I think it was council workers or
council members
to work with you after you just outed them, basically?
I know them all. What are you talking about? I know them all.
She answered in the beginning. She said everybody goes back to being cool. It's just right now for the show.
Yeah, I know, but that's the new person.
Okay. All right. Let me explain the level of my relationship. So when Helena's first election, when she took representative 93 years ago, she took my sister's seat. When she became city council, I worked in that election. On election day, you get to choose who's with you, right? She chose me. So that should tell you something. The mayor chose me. Oliver, he has two mentors, Jim Singleton and Ken Carter. Ken Carter's my dad. So I'm good. Trust me.
Okay. Well, I think that wraps it up for the questions that we have. Yes, Michael Jackson. I'm gonna say Jenkins. She did address the pothole situation.
Michael Jackson. Did you call that man Michael Jackson?
Yeah, Michael Jackson. I can't see. Y'all know I got my glasses on. I don't want to get all up in the in the screen and stuff. But yeah, Michael Jackson. You should have worn your glasses. She did answer that.
Damn glasses. You call that man Michael Jackson.
My overall project management. I want project management for our infrastructure, period. But I want a group of project managers over the city to make sure everything is aligning because they're not working together. They have got to work together. People aren't talking to each other. It's ridiculous.
Another person want to know, what about convicted felons not being able to get jobs?
The city needs to be the first person. Come on, we gonna talk. Let's go. Let me know what you need. DM me.
Y'all heard that, right? DM her. She will respond on her Instagram. Go ahead and DM her.
I'm serious.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Because I have a conversation with Vote, and we just did that interview a week ago, and we have a backlog of our neighbors who are in prison who can't come home yet because they don't have employment or housing or something. It's not okay. We need to take care of our people and do better and make sure that they have resources to be successful. And so a mistake in life should not be a hindrance from you to be able to, take care of your family. And so, as I said before, we do not do a good job of families in the city of New Orleans. That's why we have the exodus, because we aren't taking care of our families. There's nothing for our children to do. I mean, that's the core of it. And so we need to take care of our families. We need to take care of how do you get a family? We need to take care of our dads, our men, and our women. But, that's just how it works. Follow the order. Let's make sure that we can support our men and our families so everybody feels the lift. And then it's going to kind of work naturally. Because, like I said, everybody has like a job and a side hustle. But your side hustle is generally what you love to do. So if we can give you the supports, the back office supports or networking or whatever it is to give you just that leg up, you're gonna go do what you got to do. And that's what I'm here for. I just need to give you the peace and let you go. I'm not trying to micromanage anybody. I'm trying to just give you a step up. Everybody needs to step up.
Yes.
Everybody.
That is true.
Nah, that's true. For real.
So she got my vote.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, y'all got
number 17.
She's number 17 in the battle. Number 17.
I think you've answered a good deal of the real serious questions. We touched on crime, we touched on education, we touched on jobs, like the main things. And like we said before you came on, our podcast, we cover everything. So getting people to understand the importance of politics, being parents, being adults, how it affects us daily, I think we need to make more of a push for that, and because it's important. Like I started seeing it like a couple years back, 10 years back maybe. I never used to vote. I used to throw the voter registration card in the trash. And then one day I forgot my cell phone. I got the mail, and I had the mail, not my phone, and I read everything in the voter registration card. That's how I learned as a convicted felon, you can vote again. Because I read the back of if you get a voter registration card, 9 out of 10, you can vote because they're sending you your card that you need to go vote. Exactly. But they tell you you're a convicted felon, you can't vote. No, if that card come in the mail,
you don't need your card when you go vote. You just need your ID.
You don't need it.
They're gonna have your information there. You don't need your card.
They still send the card out, but I'm just using the card for the reference because it's on the back of the card. It tells you, long as you're not on probation, parole, not currently incarcerated. I'm like, well, I don't know why they put the currently incarcerated. That's stupid. You ain't gonna who gonna bring them to the polls? But anyway, I learned because I ain't have my phone to search, so I had to read while I was using the bathroom. So reading is fundamental, people. Y'all got to read. Reading shit,
Oh, I want to answer that last question because I got something to say about it.
Oh, that one?
Mm-hmm.
That one? Go. It's you. Shoot.
New Orleanians cannot complain about gentrification and then vote for it.
Okay.
So we want to do better. We need to start on October 11th. If we want our culture in our neighborhoods, we need to vote that way. It's as serious as I'm saying it and as direct. We are at a crossroads, New Orleans. Do we want to go and reach back and get some of those things we love and move it forward? Or do we want to move into a new direction where we are then like Orlando and everybody's on the outskirts? We're getting trained in to just take care of them and we're getting shipped out. Because that's what's happening if you watch it. I've been watching New Orleans for a while. We already moving out. Your family's in Gretna. Your family's in Mayoral. They're in Slidell. Can't afford New Orleans anymore. You're doing this. They're doing trains to Baton Rouge and rail, right? Come on, New Orleans. We have been the guinea pig for the United States. I have watched it. I will not let my people be guinea pigs. But y'all got to stand with me. Can't do it by myself. But I'll stand in a room by myself. But we all got to do the voting booth. And we got to do that together. And I'm asking for 4 years. I'm asking you to partner with me. I'm asking for you to be in a booster club, be in a neighborhood program, something. Everybody pick something. It's going to be a community lift. I believe we can make a huge difference in 2 years if we really do it together. Partnering with businesses and everything else. Everybody put your money where your mouth is. Yeah.
I have a hypothetical
somebody to
for
bring
you.
them to the table.
I have a hypothetical for you. And we're going if you were not currently running for mayor, who would you tell the people would be the next best choice? Because right now you're the best choice. So who would be the next best choice? If that's your answer, I'll take that as the answer. I'll talk your talk.
That's why I'm running. Because I know stuff y'all don't.
Yeah.
We gotta put some gunshots to that one. Talk that shit. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Confident. That's why I'm running. No other choice, y'all. Hey, that's it. Um, y'all got anything else?
Not right now.
I'm
No, I don't have anything else.
Nah,
We
I'm
did
good. She
we
answered
appreciate
two of
you.
my questions without me even asking.
Yeah, she was
Miss
into it. I like that. Like, you asked
Yeah.
a question and she was just letting you know everything, detail for detail. I definitely appreciate that. And I mean, it was an honor, just being able to talk to you. Because most mayors that's just running, that's not actually the mayor yet, they wouldn't even come talk to you.
Oh,
Nah, for
and
sure.
And that's the
y'all know
problem.
y'all know I like to be messy. Oliver Thomas never hit us back. He never had his people get back to me to have a sit down with us. So I'm telling y'all now, if y'all listening, I reached out directly through one of our lifers, gave me the contact to have him come up here and talk. So think about that. The candidates that's got these big names, got all this money behind them. If y'all don't understand what that mean they owe favors for that money that they're getting.
Yep.
Right.
So they got these big names, they got these big campaign budgets and all this money. That's money that they owe back out. So the money that supposed to go to the people is going back to them and their people. That's the game.
Facts.
Like we gonna keep it a buck. Oliver Thomas ain't come talk to us. Miss
Yes.
Carter has came talk to in real life though and other podcasts. Somebody, I ain't gonna say his name, he put a post up. I called him out, put him on blast on Instagram because he made it a thing of go and talk to the hood podcast. You got to talk to the hood. The hood is the people. You can't get around the hood in New Orleans without. You can't go around New Orleans without being in the hood.
What
Let's
people
just keep it
don't know
real.
is I worked at WBOK for 4 years. I was independent media too. I had the podcast. I was trying to get, in Radio Row and all that stuff, like the same stuff y'all doing. So I know where you've been, literally. And I'm going to put an emphasis on independent media. It is necessary, y'all. It's vital, and y'all give better information than the news. And so if I can give you information on city services with like how to do this, you just make our lives easier because you're reaching an audience that may not follow me in the regular way. And so they still need the city service information, the alert system, or whatever it is, basic city services. Like that's just crazy to me. And I would be more pressed to do more independent media, in my opinion. Like that's where I'm at. So,
Right.
well, I changed the game. Let me tell you how I did it. So when I went into the city of New Orleans, social media did not exist. So at City of NOLA, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere you see it, created by me because it didn't exist. And so you have to think back during that time because a lot of people can't even like conceptualize it now. Before this mayor took office, the media cycle, and y'all would get this, people who are in comms, the media cycle was that we put out a press release, it would go to whatever the agency was, WDSU, WWL, the radios that are blast, right? And then they took the information. Now, in a press release, it's a whole paragraph, whatever. They take the pieces out of it that they want and they put it on the news. So you may not get the information that we want you to get, right? So what I did in 2018 when I went in, I was like, number one, she's the first Black woman in the city of New Orleans. It was rough going. You got people who don't like her and people who want her to fail. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to allow it to happen. So what I did is I switched the whole media game for the city of New Orleans. And people don't even know that this happened except in media because they hated me for a little while. I mean, they joined the club, but it was what it was. I decided that I was going to take away their power. I started putting out the information before they got it. So then where do they have to come?
They got to come through you. Got it. Clock it.
So who controls the narrative? So who controls the narrative?
The media and the independent people, the independent media. Independent media, not the big media. Independent media, the little people on the ground.
So pay attention to where you get your news from. It is important.
I mean, I do have to say we're a good source of news. We try to do our due diligence and go in and dig in, and get to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
We gonna ask you shit that you don't think we gonna ask you, and we might ask you some shit that you're expecting, but in a different way. Because we like this is in real life though, and we like to be real with our people, and we like people to come here and be real. Like this is like I told you, this is the porch where everybody come and just pop their shit.
Yeah, I mean, but this is me all day long. I'm the same person, whether you see me, here or there. And I think that's important too. So
Yeah.
like
I'm
cool
Tyson Garcia said he's moving from New York to New Orleans to work for EILEEN. Let's go.
Let's go. Exactly. I have so many people who are sending me information like they're hyped and excited about this. And I'm like, yeah, let's bring it back. New Orleans gonna have a revival under a New Orleanian. You can't create something you don't even know. How can you have a creative thought about New Orleans if you're not from here? Where are you going to get it from? You don't have the reference point. And it's not a good or bad thing. It just is. When we put ourselves in that, position for 8 years, it's time to switch.
Yeah.
Move forward.
I do have another question before we go. You work for Kentrell, who I definitely was against all the way 100% away. 100% against. What was it like your time there? I stole your question.
I see.
What was it like
okay.
your time working with Miss Kentrell, with Mayor Kentrell? What was it like working for Mayor Kentrell?
I love my people, and it was an honor to be able to serve the city of New Orleans. I would do it under any conditions so that my people would get what they need 10 times over. Truth, work conditions, initially good. There was a decline. You saw that because you saw a lot of people leave. 21, 22, and now you see people leaving and all that kind of stuff. It has been going on for years. People have known for years, and they just haven't said anything. And they're just like, I don't understand how you let the residents, get taken advantage of in certain things. I don't know what happened, but there was a distinct switch in her. And it is what it is. She's the mayor. Like, that's, you got to respect that and do what you got to do. But I could not be her the mouth of the mayor anymore. I couldn't be her talking, I couldn't do that. And so I resigned. It was a Thursday. Trust me. I remember the day we were leaving Orleans Parish at the Gallia Hall meeting. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I went in the car and I called the director of communications and I resigned. The whole office had just become different. We used to have.
Can I try to explain? I want to explain to the people, like, for the to get the perspective of that. You have somebody who quit, who has children, who like responsibility. She quit because she didn't want to be a part of the bullshit no more. I want y'all to think about that. She quit. She gave up her way of making a living because she didn't want to be a part of the bullshit circus no more. She didn't want to be that to her people. Think about that. That's the candidate that y'all have heard from tonight. I reached out. I wanted to reach out to the other ones, but once Oliver told me his people was gonna call me, I wasn't. You're not about to have your people call me. Like, I'm talking to you right now. You can tell me if you want my vote. I'm talking to you right now. When we got in contact with you, email, boom, text, boom, done. I'm texting you directly. It wasn't even an email. It wasn't through no second. I text you. You responded. You told me your people are going to get back to me. That's not the person you want. I'm just saying that in my opinion, that's not the person that you want to be your leader, that they gonna have their people get back to you and they people never talk to you at all. So,
Because they're not. They only gonna have time for the vote, for you to come out and vote. That's when mysteriously he gonna pop up in the neighborhoods and want to hand out waters. They guess what? You get his vote. Now he ain't got no more time. If he ain't got no time for you before
Right.
you become the mayor, how you gonna have time after you become the mayor? Make it make sense.
Diabolical.
Very. So, like I said, vote for EILEEN Carter, number 17. And oh yeah, if y'all pay attention to her name, right at the bottom is where you can see her website. It's right at the bottom in white under her name. Go ahead and check it out. Reading is fundamental. I know some of y'all don't like to read, but baby, guess what? Now you have no excuse because the phone will read it out to you. So click that little media button right there and let the phone just read everything on the page.
That Tyson, that's what we need more from the politicians. They need to stop ducking and dodging people like us, because we reaching the people that you supposed to be serving and the people rocking with us. So like, come on, man, make it make sense. We ain't playing no games. Yes. Ms. Carter, again, we have an understanding here in real life though that this hour and 25 minutes we at right now, that time you'll never get back in your life. So we truly appreciate you for giving us that time, for coming here, like chopping it up. No holds bars. You didn't duck no questions. You didn't. I don't want to talk about it. You were asked questions. The chat. You talk to our people. We have a thing. Get that. Our lifers. You're a lifer.
I
You
can't do
are a
it.
lifer. Yeah, you're a lifer. Yeah, you down with the lifers. That's what our people are in our chat, and we thank you. You a lifer. Anything we could do to help going forward, reach
Let
out.
us know.
It's all good.
Share the information. Just share the information, and I believe we're going to see a tide turn in New Orleans. We can do it together.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
y'all,
Anything you have
I,
left to say?
remember what she
Anything
said
else
about the book.
I
Remember what
humbly
she
ask
said
for your
about the
vote.
book, y'all.
Yeah, I humbly
Vote.
ask for your vote. I'm number 17. I'm from here, and I believe we can do it together. And I encourage everyone who has a business or knows someone who has a business, free information, Faith in Politics. It's on my website right there. It's on there. If you scroll to the middle, you're going to see this like purple box. You type in your information so you can get the weekly blast, and then it pops back with the PDF. Download it. You can share it with your whole family. Do it once. And look, I'm not one of them people. Just share it. It's really just important to get the information out there.
Very
That's
true.
love, man.
Let me make you laugh. I sent it home. We gave books to all the campers and Don't Stop Dreaming this summer. And so the parents were like, oh, I took that book because I need that. So it's a really good resource of information, y'all.
All right. And we do have one more thing to ask of you.
Okay.
Before we close, everybody that comes up on the panel, you have to leave the people with a positive to go off. Even though this has been all positive, we give like a positive of the day. Don't listen to Ashley positive. That's her.
I'm not on that type of time today.
Thank God.
I'm not doing it because Miss EILEEN is here, so I'm respecting her.
Thank you.
I want her to look good.
All right. Thank you. We need you here more often than shit. If that's what it's gonna take. But if you can, get a people, give our people something positive to go off. Just a positive thought, a positive word.
I got one. Love thy neighbor.
I like that.
Love thy neighbor.
In real life, though, it don't get no simpler than that. Ash. Oh Lord.
My positive is y'all keep praying and make sure y'all go out and vote if you in the city of Orleans for number 17. I'm sorry. At this point, she's been the only person I've seen on the ground coming out, talking to the people, addressing the people. And like I said, she have a background in media. So she understands media. So that's why she's coming to the media. So that's my positive.
Oh man. My positive is be real with yourself. Look yourself in that mirror. That's a hard place to look. But when you look in there, be real with yourself. Don't duck that what you see on the other side. Free swipe. That's all I got for y'all today in real life though.
At the end of the day got to end. To the loop. My positive for y'all is keep God first. Prayers change everything. It don't matter what you go through, as long as you got your prayers in order, God hear you. Send them up one time. Don't keep saying the same prayer because He's gonna keep restarting over you. So send it up that one time and let Him take care of it. In real life, though, November 17th, number 17, hit them baddest. In real life, though, y'all know what to do.
Lady friends running them. I ain't really too good with names, so I number them. They all call me God. Life ain't hard at all. All of them get down. Yeah, they do fraud and all. My mama hope wasn't born broke. I'ma die rich with the go. Send them in the store. Tell them try this. I got a bag on my right wrist. I ain't buy this. Aside from pifflings and beans, I don't really buy shit. Cause it's free for me. Well, free for we. Teach you to be all that you could be for me. Teach you how to get limits increased for me. Memorize all my scriptures and preach for me with the privilege. Swipe privilege, swipe privilege. Stack the money, never spend it. If you want it, I could get it with the privilege. Swipe privilege, swipe privilege. Any bill I can hit it, making life worth living with the